Okay. You see she's zeroed out. This is the big stuff. Barely flattened it. Zero. $92, 91 thousandths. That's a huge space in there. I don't know if they really have a squish band or not. It might just be, you know what I mean, just a regular combustion chamber or whatever you want to say. But that's big. That's huge. I'm gonna go ahead and just take it apart and see actually what it's all about. Because I don't, like I said, I never even took one of these apart. I don't know anything about it. I'm gonna try to get this exhaust off of here, just to check it first, just to see if it's worth going through all the trouble of tearing down. If it ain't, tear it down and throw it in a box for parts. Boy, I'm surprised that came out of there. Look at the head on that thing. Bow tie screw. I think that's what they call that. Boy, this thing's got a pretty big piston in them. I didn't know they was that big. Well, it's nice and oily in there. Oh, these are a dome style piston. 2 rings. And I tell you what, that's clean. Get you in here where you can see it. The rings are still floating, so look at that. No scars, no scores. Really not even that carboned up, believe it or not. I was kind of expecting to see a lot of staining on the piston. Ain't bad at all. So I guess I will go ahead and tear this down and see what I can find out. Alright. Might even build a little pipe for this thing, just for fun. Ain't like I'm gonna be using it for nothing. Looks simple enough to build a pipe for. take maybe a big 3-inch piece of exhaust pipe, flat on the back, flat on the front, or maybe round this way. Make it, when it comes out, it'll dump straight out. I don't know, we'll see. Typical me, I get ahead of myself too much and then start thinking about all the shit that I want to do before I even get started on the thing. Damn thing sure is oily. Looks like everything's flathead, just like that last one. Ain't gonna get that one. God, I ain't gonna get none of them. Jeez. Have to use a wrench on every one of these. Okay. I'll rethink my strategy here. Giant hammer on this little baby saw. Well, guess I gotta take the handle off. That's pretty easy. Them was loose. Having a heck of a time, guys. Never took one of these apart before, and you can tell it. Okay. Maybe I'm missing something here. Oh, yep, sure am. Oh, another bolt. Guys, watch me struggle. Yeah. Jeez. Get that out of the way. Now, let's see if I can get somewhere. It's crazy because I beat these on every one of these. I got another one of these sitting around, but I mean, it's in bad shape. Real bad shape. Maybe like the last person that owned it used motor oil, or that's just from the wood. Okay. Well, looks like the flywheel has to come off just to get the magneto off. Coil, whatever you want to call it. We'll get there. This kind of reminds me of the old Remingtons a little bit, the way it was put together. The one piece coil thing behind the flywheel there. Boy, this thing was a disaster. Filthy. Actually cleaning up pretty good. Vila. What does this say? Somebody scratched something into the front of it. I don't know what it says. Looks like it says Vila. Something Vila. I don't think this thing was used very much. By the look at the clutch sprocket, it's real clean. Oh, this looks like danger zone trying to take this thing off of here. Let's see. Different side. Well, I'll start you guys back up when I can figure out what I'm doing here. So I got it down this far, and that was actually kind of a pain in the butt. I got the flywheel off. That came off surprisingly easy. This, on the other hand, this clutch is a real pain in the butt. I didn't have anything to stick in here to turn, and I wasn't taking the time to make a tool, so I just took this punch, grinded a big flat spot on one side with a little lip, and set the end over it so that way it's set. Now let's see, that way it's set in the hole and flushed up a little bit. I was able to pound it out, but it worked. But after that, man, I have no clue how this thing comes apart. I guess I gotta take the carburetor off, because I took this. I took the clutch cover off, which I'm glad I did. The thing was full of shit. Hopefully these seals are good. Hopefully the bearings are good. It's got a little bit of play in it. Oh well. It's probably needle bearings. But I cannot for the life of me figure out how the rest of this comes apart. I'm assuming I took this bolt out, which is the bottom of the handle. I'm assuming I have to take the oil pump line off, get the handle off. I just have no clue. So I guess I'm just going to take the carburetor off and see what happens, I guess. Because like I said, I have no clue. Oh, that's nice and stripped out. one turn. Good sign. Somebody's had this off before because this lower carburetor bolt is pretty gnarly looking. Probably because it's hard to get to. I watched that Smitty guy, his chainsaws channel here and there, and I bet you he's laughing in his seat looking at me try to figure this out. Like I said, I ain't got a clue what I'm doing here. And apparently you gotta take the linkage off to get this bottom bolt out. I'm struggling here, guys. Seeing a husky, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't even know. Do these have reeds? Yes, no, maybe. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'll take the clutch lever off. It's a little wire. Staple. Yes. That muffler so I don't lose it. Okay, so there's choke lever. Try to do away with this thing because I am not going to use stock filter on this thing. I'll see if I can find something, some kind of cone filter or something. Okay, so that's for the impulse. Wish this had an impulse line on it. I got a great big carburetor I'd love to put on it. Oh, it does have a reed. Well, that's pretty cool. That's kind of nice, really. I only got to play with one port. Well, two, I guess. Three. You want three. Two transfer ports, not just one. Well, maybe. I don't even know. It might just be one. I ain't got a clue. I fixed the old boat motor for a guy that only had one transfer port right in the front. Well, in the back, I guess, if you want to call the exhaust the front. Alright. I see some more bolts. I guess we'll try to. This might be how you take it apart. Caveman in it when I got this. Watching Smitty's channel is kind of what got me into this particular saw. I seen him just do that little red homelite. I don't know what it was, but he got impressive amounts of power out of that old saw, and I figured I'd like to try to do the same thing. So here I am, trying to do the same thing. Not necessarily the same, but I'd like to have an old saw that performs like a new one. I think that'd be pretty cool. And it's a good learning experience because, like I said, this shit's so confusing to me. I've done some old saws before, but never one of these. I fixed up plenty of old saws. Never modified one. Go figure. Okay. I'll get back with you when I figure out how to get this handle off. Alright, I think I figured it out. And the only thing left is this oil line, I believe. That's another really cool thing about these saws. I get like that real, I'm trying to think of the word here. It's like what the kids call steampunk now. Real, I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say. Oh, okay. So, I gotta take the line off the back too. This is what's holding it back here. Oh, good Lord. I think I can get to it now. I got the wood burner ripping. It's like 26 degrees out here in Ohio today. Okay, so that wasn't that bad now that I've done it and I kind of know what to do. But Jesus. There's an oil line right here behind everything. So once you get it all loose, you got to pull it back and then turn off that little oil line right there. Hopefully I didn't kink it. These look kind of brittle. I don't know. That feels pretty stout, I guess. Oh yeah. Well, that's pretty impressive, really. I don't know if you can buy that kind of line anymore to replace this. I guess it'd be like a oil pressure line for a Chevy. But I'm down this far. I'm gonna get this cylinder off. See if I can't figure out how to do the rest of this. Alright, so I just timed this. And the exhaust opens at 106. Transfers open at 120. That gives it 14 degrees of blowdown. And I don't remember what the squish is. I have to check it again. Squish is a stupid number. I mean, crazy high. I'll pause you guys and then I'll check the squish again real quick. Here it is. Squish is 97 thousandths. That's insane. That is huge. But I don't really know if this saw even has a squish band, to be honest with you. It might just be kind of domed in the top because the piston is domed, so not really sure. So now I gotta figure out how to get the cylinder off of there. So once I get the cylinder off, I'll be back with you. So I think I finally figured out how to get this thing apart. One thing I found really cool about this is it's super easy to advance the timing because these holes are oblong, which is cool, but I didn't mark it because you can see where the old bolts was at, where the washer part of the bolt crimped down on there, which is, I thought it was cool as could be, because now I can advance it without messing with the key on the flywheel. So I got it down to this point, and I think if I take this one, and this one on the other side, there's 1, 2, there's 3 on the other side too, and I think, oh, there's 4 on the other side. So I'm gonna hope that does it, because I can't get anything in there to get that nut off, to get the cylinder off. So hope for the best, I guess. Well, that one was loose. Probably could have fingered that one out. Oh, and these are different size. These are okay. So yeah, that didn't do anything. So I'm going to take the rest of these out. It's on this side, and hope that does it. Oh, I got movement. Okay, so okay. Well, that wasn't so bad. There's the oil tank and the gas tank. Just look how nice that is inside there. I bet once I clean this thing up, it's gonna be clean. Hope it's not a crack. Okay, so got that far. Man, it looks like, I don't know if this was factory or not, that they put that indentation in there, but it looks like that copper line is wearing a hole through there. Probably got a long way to go to get to it, but one piece at a time here. Tell you what, this has been a learning curve for me. Good God. This thing was filthy. Get this oil line off of here, or I'll do something stupid and screw it all up. Okay. No hole in this, which is good. I'll tell you what, this thing got used more than I thought, because it is filthy. Alright. Not bad. Hour and a half, 2 hours later, in between stoking the fire and putting this together. I guess I can put these back in. I didn't need to take them out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, because I don't need to take that apart, I don't think. I'm gonna see if I can source some new seals. I don't know if I can or not, but I want to try. Because if I'm gonna do all this work, I better put new seals in it. Turn this baby down a little bit. Strip him right out. what I love about this DeWalt. Stops right at the, as soon as it gets to the touching it. All right, get it cleaned up. All right, so I got it cleaned up. Only thing left to do now is just get the head off of it, the jug off of it, cleaned up somewhat. I'm going to soak this cylinder in berry mints, because that stuff works incredibly well for cleaning anything with oil or carbon or any kind of gunk related two-stroke stuff. It takes it right off. You'd be surprised how well it takes carbon off. You have a piston with an 1/8 inch of carbon on the top of it, throw it in there overnight, come back the next day and that shit wipes right off. Sure beats using 2 and 3 cans of carb clean or brake clean, either way. Tell you what, they didn't leave you much room to do this here. I wonder if it's common for these to have 97 thousandths squish. Okay, so there's not really a squish band in it, I guess. But we're going to try to tighten that up a lot. Well, it was filthy in there. Look at that. But it's off. Huh. I don't think I'm going to raise the transfers at all, because it's already at 14 degrees blowdown. But I think I'm going to take as much as I can off of here. At least 50 thousandths, holy cow. Get you off of here so you can see the piston. So let's see here. Oop, get you back. So it's a little scuffed up. Oh, I didn't know this had dowels for the rings. Huh, if this has dowels for the rings, I wonder why the intake is bridged like that, or the exhaust port is bridged. We'll have to line it back up and see if it if one of them rings comes down right there, because if not, I'm just gonna cut that thing out of there. Maybe, it depends. But that's it, it's apart. Now I gotta find somebody that I can send this to that can turn this down for me, because that's crazy. 97. There's a lot of room for improvement. Well, thanks for watching me struggle this whole time trying to figure out how to tear this thing apart. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button.